Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens, home of the spicy double feature. I'm Carson Green.
And I'm Annie Janes. This week's spicy sextuple feature, the Movie Mavens first,
Yeah.
is every single Final Destination movie.
Dude, this is crazy. Like, of all the series that we could have done, I'm so astounded that we have our first sextuple is Final Destination. I could have seen, like, literally Fast and Furious. Like, I could see us doing all of the Fast and Furious before I saw us doing Final Destination. So this is crazy.
It's crazy, but I think it was a lot of fun.
It was.
And this is going to be a fun episode because we're going to start with the first 5 movies. By the way, They're all streaming on new update. It's called HBO Max again.
Oh my god.
Then we're going to get into Bloodlines, the latest entry. Then we are going to reveal and discuss our top 3 kills across the whole series.
Yeah.
Discuss our top opening scene, the vision scene across all the movies. And then finally rank the movies. So much to talk about.
Yeah. You know what, Annie? Can you hit me with some facts about give me some franchise facts.
Okay. I just want to run through a couple stats that I find interesting.
Okay.
I'm going to list the Rotten Toms 1 to 6.
Okay.
1, 48%. 2, 52%. 3, 44%. 4, 28%. 5, 63%. And 6, 93%.
Wow.
So what I gathered from this is that the public did not understand the assignment, the meme, the bit of Final Destination until the 5th film.
Well, also, I think that, whenever these movies first started coming out, the bit wasn't really a thing. The meme
It was
of it
a new
all
bit.
It was a new bit, yeah. But also, I think just as a society, a serious movie comes out, we're taking it seriously.
Right. And I will say the 4th one maybe is that bad, but I think the first 2 are not that low. I think that's a little bit haterade.
Okay, interesting take.
Oh, well, we'll get into it, I guess. Okay, now let me read off opening weekends.
Yeah.
1, 10 million.
Okay, can you also list like the years that these movies came out? Okay.
1 came out in the year 2000, 10 million opening weekend. I have the budget, but it's not interesting. Let's skip that.
Okay.
2, 2003, so 3 years later, 16 million opening weekend, 6 more. 3, 2006, another 3 years later, 19 million opening weekend. So a 3 million bump. 4 came out in 2009, another 3 years later, 27 million opening weekend.
Can I just stop you right there? These have to be like razor thin margins. These have to be razor thin profit margins. Why do you think that they continue to make this franchise?
This is just the opening weekend box office. When you see the worldwide box office, the margins are substantial.
Okay.
So
I'm back.
It has always been profitable.
Okay.
4, I did 4, excuse me. 5 came out in 2011. So that's 2 years later. And that has an 18 million opening weekend. So we dipped big time from number 4. And that's probably because number 4 was really bad.
Yeah.
And it was only 2 years later. Maybe it wasn't long enough for the public to stew and forget.
Mm-hmm.
Now 6. This is the latest. It came out in 2025. So that is 14 years later.
Yeah.
And it has a 52 million opening weekend. That is just about double the highest opening weekend of any of these films.
Let's also mention that movie theater tickets cost $100.
This is true, but this difference I don't think it accounts for inflation. I think the public yearns for Final Destination. Like it was just long enough where we were like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I will say, like, Final Destination really dropped off my radar. I didn't watch 4 or 5 until we watched them. And, like, I maybe heard that they were making a new one this year. Maybe. But it just literally didn't make an impact. I forgot immediately. But then the people started raving. The people started speaking on this movie. And I thought, how could they have reinvented this wheel? I'm curious.
Right. And truthfully, considering it's 11 years later, they could have really just done the same thing again, but they didn't. And we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But I have never been a Final Destination person. I saw the first one I probably saw was like the 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably because of my age is my guess. Like I just was like too young to be watching these. And then I had seen the 4th one and maybe some of the 5th one, but I had never seen the first. I had never seen pretty much any of them all the way through until this Spicy Sextuple.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. I mean, I was a little horror freak, so I watched the first 3 far too young. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I guess one of my biggest takeaways is that I don't love the just what this movie does, the gore of it, the gore in this film and the deaths. While I am not immune to a juicy, gruesome death, I just don't love it. I just don't get behind it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in my life, me neither, really. I think it's just, there's a lot of these deaths, too, where it's like, that could not have hit you hard enough to have this impact. Or, there's no way that would shoot through a human being's body.
They're very unlikely. I will say I was happy to be done watching them by the end because just seeing some gruesome death after gruesome death, I'm like, maybe I'm getting traumatized.
Yeah. Well, what did you think? I mean, of just the first 5, I guess. Like, what was your viewing experience like, other than gruesome? Well,
it still was fun, even though this is not my cup of tea. It was still fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The first one, it was funny because I didn't realize that Final Destination was referring to a plane ride.
Yeah.
Which makes total sense. I think I just assumed death is the final destination, or dying is, the last thing. Mm-hmm. So that clicked big for me. But I think I was really into the first one. I liked how they're trying to figure out the order based on who's sitting where.
Yeah.
And who's going to be next and trying to prevent it. I thought it was kind of neat that it also asked the question, what would the cops think? What would, not the cops, I guess, but what would a detective think if they're trying to solve this case?
Mm-hmm.
And then that idea kind of gets played with in the future movies. But Yeah, that was kind of my biggest takeaway from the first. Do you have anything to say about the first or anything in general?
I will just say that justice for Devin Sawa. I need him more. I wish that he had a better career. He was great in this movie. And, you know, for 2000 or 2001 or whenever this came out, like, oh my God, and then 9/11 happened. That's crazy. A plane crash movie, and then 9/11 happened, and then they continued to make these movies. Okay, wow. You know, this was like obviously the first of the franchise. Like, this was a big deal. This was, you know, a cultural phenomenon. This was shocking, dude.
It really was. It really was. Like, it invented a whole thing. It
did, and I felt like it really, like, explored, I guess, the convention. Like, okay, I'll explain the convention of someone in the first one, in Final Destination 1, Devin Sawa has a vision of he's on a plane and the plane crashes and he sees all of his friends being sucked out of the airplane and exploding and people catching on fire and etc. All of these very, very terrible deaths, but it's like a premonition. It's a vision.
Yes. And when you're watching it, you don't know it's a vision until after. Yeah. Which, that was a lot of fun. I thought that was genius, and it never got old.
Yes. Yeah. I think especially in Bloodlines too. Mm-hmm. But so then after the premonition, then a few things happen that kind of solidify to the visionary that perhaps this premonition might come true. Like for Devin Sawa, for example, he went to go let down the tray table on his plane seat, and the like mechanism came off and it broke, and he was like, oh my God, this is just like my premonition. And then there's a couple of things like that, blah, blah, blah. He had a freak out. People got off the plane. Okay. And here's where this is where we get juicy. Because they got off the plane, they messed with Death's order.
He wasn't supposed to have the premonition, which is never explained in any movie. That's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But because they fucked with Death, basically Death comes for anyone that survived the accident that they shouldn't have. In the order in the first movie that they were supposed to die in, like that we see in the vision.
Yes.
Then they fuck with that order in future movies, which is also a fun way they play around with it.
Yes. Yeah, and there's like a few little things that they think that they beat Death. I think in every movie, actually, they have decided that they beat Death, and it's like, you know, if someone dies out of order, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Someone called me, and no, where'd you go? I'm sorry.
What happened? Hello? Oh, hello.
Oh my God, what happened?
I don't know.
Bro.
Hello?
I don't know what is going on. Can you kick me out?
Yes. Let me fill out an abuse report really quick. Just kidding.
Sorry, someone called me and it just like completely fucked up my phone. But I didn't stop recording. FYI.
Me neither. Hell yeah.
Okay. What was I saying?
I think what you said was something about the order.
Oh yeah. Okay. So in every movie, they decide that there is a way to cheat death, and it is if someone dies out of order, or if someone flatlines and then they're brought back, that means they died.
Or if they kill someone.
If they kill someone.
That person they kill replaces their place in line.
Yeah. And so all of the movies kind of play with all of these ideas.
Yeah, they're not all introduced in the first one. In fact, I don't know if the first one had a cheat death, aside from them just trying to like escape death.
Yeah. And
like to see the order so that they could just be like ready for it.
Yeah.
I believe. I could be wrong because now that's a while since I've seen it. But the way that they play with that, I always thought was fun and interesting. Even though I feel like when they introduced the killing thing, it felt like, wait, that wasn't always a rule, but whatever. It worked. It did work.
Yeah. Yeah. I think also there's a lot about this franchise that you just kind of have to squint. You know?
Yes, that's so true. So in the second one, are you anything else on the first?
No.
In the second one, this one, death is working backwards for some reason. Mm-hmm. And I think the explanation was something to do with like the loose ends from Flight 180. It's like no, that's what the people were. They were all supposed to have died because of like, but the plane crash, I think, interfered somehow. So they were sort of like loose ends, or maybe they were like relatives. I forget. However it is, they were connected in a way that was like kind of interesting.
Yeah.
This one introduced the reviving thing that saves you from death if you die and come back. That
it also introduced a baby, a new life.
That's true.
They were like, oh, a new life is going to save us all. But we find out in Bloodlines. That's not true.
Yes, we do. It also introduces, or it like explains that like how suicide would factor into this. Because, you know, if I was on the list and death was coming for me, and the way the movies work is this death is going to be gruesome. You're going to hate it. I too would want to kill myself. And this movie shows that like, for some reason, death is like, like my terms.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my God.
Because the revolver that was supposed to go off, it was fully loaded, but it like had 6 misfires or whatever.
And can I please say then later in like, maybe in the 4th movie, and maybe in the 5th movie. No, it is the 4th movie. A guy literally tries to hang himself. No, he tries to kill himself several different ways.
That's right.
And they show up and he's like, I've been trying to kill myself all day.
That's right. That's right.
And then they're just sitting there and he still has a noose around his neck.
It was very silly.
That was crazy.
That was very silly. In the second one, the law enforcement or like detective, whatever, was like involved. So they like believed them and they were trying to help from the inside.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I did not really love the second one.
Me either, but I think it's just because it did literally nothing new. Like aside from like this death stuff that we're talking about, but other than that, like it hit beat by beat by beat. It even had we even had so much of the same dialogue.
Yeah.
I was just like, guys, oh my God. And then, then subsequently, so did 3, 4, and 5. But because of number 2, I was kind of, looking out for that. I was like, oh, okay, so this is fully just going to be the exact same thing over and over, which was fine. But I think it was especially disappointing in number 2.
Yeah. I would say I kind of agree. I had a little fun towards the end, and the beginning is good. Like the log truck pile up is iconic.
Yeah.
I also liked the elevator death in that one.
Oh yeah.
And then I thought a lot of people died really quickly at the end, which kind of was neat. But yeah, I agree. It was very beat for beat. I was not enjoying my watch with number 2, truthfully.
No, me neither. I think also, well, at least in number 2, we get Okay, I'll just say this. Watching all of these movies, it was so overwhelming how white they all are.
So generically white, like the most generic whites you could find.
It's literally, and at least in number 2, we get a couple of black side characters, little sidekicks, little spunky, little black token characters.
And they do that comes back in a couple of them, but yeah, it's very generically white, and just even like the background actors are not diverse anyway. And I will say every one of 1 through 5 is going to have something, I think, racist and misogynist for sure in each one.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Okay, well, enough about 2.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
3 has the iconic roller coaster. It has the iconic tanning beds.
Yeah.
It's got the nail gun to the head. It's got a lot going for it. It does have a upskirt shot, thong shots, asking girls to cup their boobs, all within the first 10 minutes. Isn't that crazy?
Also, these are 17-year-olds.
Yeah, right. They're younger than before, because before they were high schoolers. Or, college age kids.
Yeah. Now they're in high school. We literally saw 2 17-year-olds naked in the tanning bed.
Oh my God. And this is the first one to have titties.
Yeah.
They could have been 18, I suppose, but
first and only, high school.
They're seniors. Or unless they graduated. They did graduate during the movie. But either way, it's not great. They are teenagers in the way, even if they're 18, teenager.
Yeah.
All this being said, I like this movie. Like, I thought it was pretty good. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is in it. It introduces a fun, like, photograph mechanic to predict the deaths.
Yes. No, I did really like that. I also really liked the 2 main characters' relationship to each other. Like, I liked that they're like, it was a guy and a girl, and the girl's boyfriend died and the guy's girlfriend died.
And they didn't like each other initially.
Yeah. And they didn't like each other. And then they ended up working together, of course, obviously, because they don't want to die. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I really liked this one. For some reason, I thought it was just better. Overall better than the second is how it felt to me.
Yeah. No, it is way better. I think of the franchise, before Bloodlines, number 3 is my top.
Yeah. Mine too.
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Okay.
Crazy. Okay.
No, I really like number 3. And then I just got to say again, number 4 and number 5, last night I was trying to think of, I texted you this. I was trying to think of literally just the opening vision of the 4th movie. Could not. I couldn't think of one singular death that happened in this 4th movie. It's like it went and it's gone out of my brain completely.
I think that the 4th one is the worst one.
Yeah.
I think it's really bad. Like, it doesn't really play with the rules. And by the way, this one is not called Final Destination 4. This one is called The Final Destination, which there's already a problem. Because they're just trying to redo it without introducing new things.
Yeah.
What I hated about 4 was that Death was way too active. Death was doing things that were not like accidents so much in this one. Death was like rolling down windows and knocking things off of like surfaces.
Dude, the overflowing bathtub did this random old man in a hospital say the N-word? Am I misremembering this? Or no. He had like some sort of like, maybe it was an Asian attendant, and he
made a racist comment about an Asian person.
Yeah. It just randomly, this random old man.
And it's not the end of the Asian racism. Was it 5? Yeah, 5 continues that. I guess the character is supposed to be bad, but it still is a little too unnecessary. Yeah, so I didn't like the way Death acted in this one.
Yeah.
The security guard team up was lame. It was funny that I think that was the guy that tried to kill himself over and over again. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. No, that was quite silly.
Did you know? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I also really like this thing that all of the films do where our main characters, there's at least 3 of our main characters, sometimes 2, where they're like, oh my God, we did it. Yes. We beat death. We did it. We finally survived. And then we have a cut scene, and then it's like them letting loose, being like, wow, we're healing. We're getting past this trauma. All of our friends are dead. And then boom, death comes for them. I love that. Sorry, that's fun.
I fully agree. And it's always like, it happens so fast, and then it cuts to the title card usually.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing, positive thing I have to say about this film is that, not this film, but all of them, 1 through 5 are all like 90 minutes or less, and it's perfect. It's perfect. It like never drags. And when it ends, I'm always like, oh shit, it's over.
Yeah.
Best feeling.
Yeah.
Did you catch the name of the movie that they are like trying to watch and watching in the 4th movie?
No.
It's Love Lays Dying.
Oh, wait. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Do you think that's where,
bro, I've literally forgot everything about this movie.
Do you think that's where they got the name for Love Lies Bleeding?
Did you know that Love Lies Bleeding is actually a plant? It's the name of a plant.
Oh, okay. So that's where they got this from. Okay, well. Last thing I want to say about the 4th movie is that at the end, when they are doing that thing where they're like, oh, we did it, we survived. One of the girls orders a latte. And I just want to say, whatever she's holding in her hand is not a latte. It is so not a latte. Like, what? How did we not? They could have ADR'd the line to be cappuccino or something. It was like a tiny glass cup with like a milky coffee in it, really small. Anyways, that was just wrong.
That's silly.
Okay, let's talk about the 5th one.
Yes. Okay, brand new relationship. These people are coworkers.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
I agree. And I think the law enforcement is back in this one.
And they're sus. They're really sus.
They are sus. They are really sus. Yeah. This is the one that really explores the, like, you can kill someone to replace you. Yeah. And it does that in really clever ways. Like, at one point, there are one singular Black character who's a main character for the first time, I believe. He accidentally kills someone at work, or he leads to their death. And he's like, oh my God, I accidentally like escaped death. But then later we learn that the guy that died was like days away from death because of like a cancer or something like that.
Yeah.
So he actually only bought himself a few days. And then we also get we get a killer, which 3 had as well, or 4 had. Or is it one of them has a killer? I think it's 3, which I think is neat, that one of the people that's supposed to die becomes an active killer.
It
like
is number 3. Yeah, it is number 3.
That's another reason I like 3. That's also in this one. But he's doing it in order to like change the order.
Yeah.
And that was also a good change up to the formula.
Yeah. I will say though, this one is like so actively just, I think, problematic. There's just like so much misogyny. It's really gross.
Why does a girl take her shirt off at that one point?
Dude, why did she take her shirt off?
So weird.
Also, like, why, like, just the whole dynamic of like the boss and like the young intern and them like having a secret affair or whatever. That was so weird.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. And then there was that one guy who I know sucks, but he just was too much. That dies from the Buddha statue.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, he did suck really bad.
The 5th one though has some good deaths. There's the gymnastic screw scene and the laser eye surgery.
Bro.
Absolutely brutal.
That was so terrible.
What I loved about this movie though is that it was a secret prequel. If you recall, at the end when our characters are like, oh my God, we survived, let's go to Paris. What do they get on? They get on Flight 180 from the first fucking movie.
Yes.
That was so hype. That was genius. I absolutely loved that.
Well, look at them go.
Look at him go. Okay, I think that's all the thoughts I have on 5. We will rank them all after we talk about Bloodlines. Are you ready to talk about Bloodlines?
Yes. Oh my God, please. Annie, hit me with some facts.
All right, this movie came out May 16th, 2025. It was directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam Stein. It has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Here's the description from IMDb. Plagued by a recurring violent nightmare, a college student returns home to find the one person who can break the cycle and save her family from the horrific fate that inevitably awaits them.
Bro.
All right, what did you think of Final Destination Bloodlines?
Well, okay, like we've said, as we've discussed, this franchise has a formula, and we get the premonition, then we get all the deaths. This movie does something so different, and I don't think that it could survive outside of this franchise, which is really interesting. I don't think that it would make sense if we didn't have this already built-in convention, which I love that. Like, I don't even fucking like sequels, bro. I don't. And here we go, reinventing the wheel, bringing something fresh, bringing something brand new to this already established 5+ movie franchise. That was that was like refreshing, dude.
It's very clever. I don't know how they could top it. Not only do they like reinvent the formula, they tie everything together.
Yep.
In a really clever way.
Yep.
One of the smartest things this movie does, in my opinion, is that you don't know who the next person is that's going to die.
Yeah.
In all the other movies, they're like, oh, they're next, and then we have to save them.
Yeah.
And in this movie, you don't know who's next because of the Bloodlines thing. Do you want to explain the opening vision and how it's different?
Yes. Okay. So the opening vision takes place in like the 50s, and it's at something, they call it the Sky View, but it just looks like the Space Needle in Seattle.
It's essentially that. It even looks like the Pacific Northwest. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure they are in Washington, which is really interesting, actually. I do have a minor hole I want to bring up later.
Okay.
So they're at the we're in the 50s, maybe even the 60s actually, because they're singing James Brown. Anyway, at the Space Needle, and everything goes awry. It's shoddy construction, and the dance floor falls out, then a beam falls off of the Space Needle, then it collapses, then it catches on fire, then the elevator falls down, then a piano falls out, then etc. However, then what's her name? Iris?
Yeah.
Iris, who is having the premonition, stops the whole thing. But here's where it gets so crazy, though, is that once we like in all of the movies, once our visionary comes to and we're not having the premonition anymore, and it like cuts back to the like right before they started having the premonition, once we cut in this movie, we are in modern times, and it's a character that we didn't see in the vision, and we're not in 1960s anymore, and we're in a classroom. Like, this is so different. This is like, what's going on? What's happening? Where are we? And then it snowballs, and we start to explore that the woman who initially had the vision is the grandmother of the girl who keeps dreaming of this same premonition.
Absolutely. So that was completely new. And what she comes to learn is that her grandmother, Iris, did avoid death that night, her and a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, there were, again, a bunch of loose ends. Death had to... Well, wait. not only did she avoid death, everyone avoided death.
Yeah.
And so as a result, those people went on to have families that they shouldn't have had because they should have been dead. And that's the Bloodlines thing. Death now is going through all the families, including our main family that we're watching. So
yeah,
I thought it was really clever how it tied it all together. And then the little boy that she saved is Tony Todd, who's like, I don't know, Death's fucking assistant or just the guy that knows things about it in every movie.
He's the Crypt Keeper.
He's the Crypt Keeper, which is really, really clever.
Yes. Yeah. However, I just do want to say, though, in the first two movies, we are in New York.
That's right.
And this movie takes place in Seattle.
It should have always taken place. This one, it actually never says what city it is.
It's in Washington, though.
I think it's just nondescript, except a few of the movies do have New York license plates, which doesn't make any sense because it always looks like, I'm pretty sure these are all shot in Canada, like the west side of Canada. So anyways, it doesn't, you got to squint, like Carson said. Okay, I thought a lot of these kills were awesome.
Yeah.
And what was great was that a lot of them they had a lot of really good teases.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tattoo shop scene.
Yes.
And it burning down and us assuming that the guy died and he didn't. And then we think he's going to be hit by a truck and then he's not. And then she like predicts what we think his death is going to be and it's not even him. That was just so clever.
Yeah. And that's something that I like about this franchise too, is that we get it's so much teasing. Like this franchise, I feel like in every movie, no matter how lame it is, in every movie, we get at least one or two really, really, really good scenes that builds tension, where we're like so many red herrings, so many misnomers, we're taken down, we're like shown all of these little details for us to feel fear over like these really mundane objects, like really like everyday scenarios.
And like, you never know how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
One of the ones from the previous films, the gymnastic scene with the screw.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I am so afraid of that screw. And it ends up being like actually the first in like 5 things that results in a death. Like, they are so good at tension. And this one was too. A lot of the time.
Yeah. I will say in my theater, though, did you have a similar experience? In my theater, everyone was cracking up. This was a really active viewing experience. Everyone was cracking up. People were gasping. People were clapping.
Sadly, no. Even though the theater was kind of full, which makes me wonder like who I was seeing it with. It might have been the people not knowing what they're getting themselves in. There was one time that the theater kind of laughed, and that was when the kid died, first kid death by the piano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When it was revealed that the son wasn't the biological son of the person who was in the bloodline, of the guy who was in the bloodline, a guy who was sitting in the front goes, "God damn!" And just the entire theater erupted in laughter. It was so silly.
Oh my God. I love when theater experiences are like that. And you cannot get that at home.
No, you really can't.
What did you think? I'm going to list some more deaths if you want to comment on them. We have, first of all, grandma dying.
Bro, that was crazy. Okay, I will say about that one, after watching all of these, like the blood looks so bad in all the rest of the movies. The blood is so terrible.
And the fire.
In that scene, the blood, so good. I was like, holy shit, that is blood.
The special effects got a lot better. For sure. Then there was the lawnmower glass shard in the drink. That was great because the tension there was very much extended.
Yes, the tension was super high. I will say though, I don't like the lawnmower thing. I thought it was kind of lazy. I think it was especially lazy in whatever one we get where the girl, like,
that was
the
bad.
rock. Yeah, that one was bad. Yeah, okay, so the lawnmower drives over the rock, and then the rock shoots out and breaks through a woman's skull. It hits her in the eye and breaks through the other side of the skull, which is so crazy. There's this movie called, oh my God, what is it called? It's like...
it's the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No.
The Happening?
No, okay, no. It's called like Hot and Dead in Alabama or something like that. I don't remember. Okay. It's from like the late 90s, early 2000s. It's based on a novel, but I saw that as a kid, and it's about like a seductress. Anyway, her son her son gets hit in the eye from a rock on a lawnmower, and seeing that just really traumatized me.
Oh no.
I know, as a child. But then seeing this one in the fourth one, I was like, damn, lame. Give me something new.
I thought this one was good only because of how long it took to get there. But it wasn't my favorite. We also have the garbage truck, which was funny because it has this like kids are playing ball, then it's going to slide over to the leaf blower, and then it's going to be kicked. That's going to be kicked in the head, and then you're going to somehow die. And then like we see that with the garbage truck, but not only that, the actual death moment of the garbage truck was brutal. Just face smash. Yeah.
No, it really was. Her arm got ripped off. See, I want to know about the PSI of the garbage truck. Okay. Can this really happen?
This is more believable than the pool death because that is just ridiculous.
Being disemboweled by a pool. Oh my God.
Then we also have the MRI machine / vending machine coil allergy.
Yeah.
Hubbabaloo.
Would you believe me if I told you that the MRI, a lot of that was practical? I mean, other than like the shit ripping through his body.
I would believe it. I have seen this video of like the way that he gets dragged into the MRI machine. It's like two people. Mm-hmm. One person's the legs, the other, the actor's the top. Yeah.
That was really fun. Yeah, me too. And actually, oh my God, in the opening premonition, there's a guy, or maybe it's a woman, who like runs across the screen and she's completely on fire. And it's just so obvious that it's practical. I'm like, go stunts.
Yes. And thank God, because fake fire looks like shit still. And there was also a real explosion in this movie.
Which one?
I think the one towards the end. Does the bus explode? I forget crazy. Now. There is a legit explosion, which is cool.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, is it when the house blows up?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That one was cool. Dang.
There's also the final death where our characters think they've escaped because they think that somebody's been resuscitated, which I thought was funny that like that hasn't happened yet. Like a character thought they died and came back, and they get proven wrong when the doctor's like, he wasn't really dead.
Yeah. Okay. Also, did the penny follow me? Come walk with me. Did the penny remind you at all of the button in Drag Me to Hell?
I have not seen Drag Me to Hell. Yeah. Sorry. Do I need to?
Yeah, that would be a perfect double feature.
Okay.
Final Destination Bloodlines and Drag Me to Hell is actually a perfect double feature.
Wow. Okay. Well, we need a what is it? What is a 7 double called? Septuple. Septuple feature.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay, and something else about the last one that I really liked. We get some diversity, bro.
Yes.
It was so nice. We get an Asian dad, okay?
Yep.
We get a racially ambiguous main character, brown skin.
Right.
I'll take it.
Right.
It was just like watching these back to back to back to back. I was like, damn, this is so white.
It is so white.
And, you know, we did get, of course, the traditional Ken-looking character. We do get a lot of white characters in Bloodlines, but we get some racial ambiguity. We get some diversity.
Absolutely.
And that was exciting.
Yeah, is keeping it fresh, keeping it new. What was with the emo guy's look? Like, was something about that was very retro to me. Were you picking up on that?
I think he was just I think he's just an elder emo.
Okay, like he's like like he's a millennial that was an emo and is still is an emo.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. When he died from the MRI machine, which was really funny because of all of his piercings, like it's like, oh right, he's his nipple piercings. Like, oh my God, he's a dick piercing. Like that was all hilarious. When the wheelchair went through his body, did you notice that it created the poster of the fifth one? I believe.
No.
He has a skull shirt and like the rods of the wheelchair come through his body, and that's what the poster is of the fifth one. It's like the rods through the skull.
Oh, love that. Okay.
I know. It's really nice.
I feel like there's a lot of callbacks in all of the movies.
Yeah. And that guy was really funny also.
Yeah, he was really funny.
Can I just say, before we went to see Bloodlines, Gus and I are walking around trying to kill some time. And we go, you know what? Let's try to guess what the deaths will be.
Ooh, okay.
And I swear to God, I said champagne cork.
Oh, dang.
Which got rid of the chandelier thing at the beginning.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Gus said allergy.
Oh, shit.
I said nose. I was like, something with the nose.
Oh, my God.
And I think that was all. But still, so all throughout the movie, we kept looking at each other like, oh my God, it's happening.
Uh-huh. That's so fun. Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah.
What a great pastime.
I think it's like, you know, when you watch 1 through 5 back to back to back to back, it's like you really get a sense of what they can do, how death can get you.
Oh, golly. What a flick.
What a flick. I've got 2 gripes, I gotta say.
Okay.
One, I really don't understand what was so special about Iris's house that made it safe. Like the fact that she steps outside and dies instantly. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess she can control the environment, but it did not look like a controlled environment.
Yeah, it looked like just a regular house.
Right. And then it just looked like a death trap, really, which wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
My second gripe is that this movie was an hour and 50 minutes, and I don't think it needed to be. I think it could have been an hour and a half like the rest.
Yeah. I'm with you on both of those fronts. Okay. However, because my viewing experience was so fun, it kind of zipped by for me.
Yeah, you didn't notice? That's good.
Yeah, although I will say the girl next to me was definitely on drugs. Like 100% on drugs. And I was like, this is not the movie.
Oof, that is not the movie for drugs. No.
I don't know if she had a good time, but you know, I was nervous. Chilling. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's give this one a ranking. Or a score, I mean. Not a ranking.
Okay. Yeah, this was really fun. It's going to be a full 7.
Hey, it's a 7 for me too.
Okay, hell yeah.
Okay. Movie Maven score, 7 out of 10. Let's move on and talk about our top 3 kills.
Yes.
Take it away.
Okay, my number 3 is going to be we're going to the third movie. And it is the nail gun to the face.
So good.
Dude. And not only is it so good, it's also so scary.
It's so fucked up. It is chilling.
Yeah, it's really chilling. I feel like a lot of the deaths are like extremely far-fetched.
Right.
And which is a lot of the point of this.
Yeah.
But falling, tripping, and then suddenly your skull is in contact with a nail gun.
Yeah. Yep.
Whew.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 3 is going to be the garbage truck from 6. I just love that we thought it was one character, and the lead up to it was hilarious, and like the fact that when it happens like distantly and blurry in the frame. And
yes,
when the death finally hits, it's really gruesome. And there's a lot of tension with them trying to stop it. And you kind of think maybe it could be stopped because the order, we don't know the order. And so I thought that one was one of the most clever kills of the series.
Yeah. Okay, my number 2 is also from Bloodlines. It's going to be the MRI machine. That is also so fucking scary.
Yeah. It really was. And
also just the way that his body happened.
Yeah. I hate
He got snapped in half, and all of the metal in his body got ripped out, and a wheelchair went through his torso.
It was literally it was like a triple whammy.
So scary.
And we thought he was fully safe.
Yeah, we thought he was safe the whole time, dude.
Wow, so good. Okay, my number 2 is going to be the logs.
Ooh, yeah.
Iconic. It's just iconic, and to this day, I'm scared to drive behind any truck carrying any kind of tubular cylinder.
Yeah.
Cylindrical shaped object, truthfully.
Yeah. No, yeah. And it's like extremely iconic too. It's like when people think about this franchise, that's what they think about.
Agreed. All right, what's your number one?
Number 1, Annie, I've just got to say, I think about this particular death no less than 3, maybe 4 times per year since this movie came out. And I associate it with one particular song, and I think about it every time I hear this song. It's going to be the tanning bed scene in movie number 3, where Roller Coaster of Love is playing, and these girls get trapped in a tanning bed, and then the tanning bed glitches out, and it turns all the way up, and they're butt-ass naked in this tanning bed, and the bulbs fry them to death, bro.
Roller coaster.
Oh my God. It's like, and the thing is, like, I saw this movie when it came out in 2006. I was like in middle school, like late middle school. Yeah. And I was going to the tanning bed. I was in the tanning bed, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This was extra scary for you then.
Bro, it was so traumatizing. I'm so serious that I think about this all the time.
That one was especially good. And it is also, I think, one of the most iconic ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is going to be the MRI machine, like we just talked about.
Yeah.
I just think it's probably recency bias, but it was really good. Yeah. For all the reasons we already mentioned.
Yeah. Dang. Okay, slay.
Okay. What of all the vision scenes? We've got Flight 180. We've got the logging truck pileup. We've got the roller coaster, the racetrack, the bridge collapse, and the Space Needle catastrophe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which one is your favorite?
Okay, it's a toss-up, I think, between Flight 180 and the Space Needle. I think Flight 180 is just literally terrifying. Like,
it's really effective.
It's very effective. It's also just, I feel like people who have anxiety, like getting on an airplane, you're like, oh fuck, we might crash.
Yes.
This movie explores what would happen if that anxiety were real.
And I hate that. I'm so terrified of that.
And then the Space Needle, I think, was just really good. You know, they've had 5 movies to kind of explore, like, what is a fucked up way to die? And Space Needle hits a lot of those.
Absolutely. Another thing that movie does is, like, little things that make you go, oh, fuck, that aren't death. Like her skin being sleeved off her ring because of her ring.
Oh, degloved, bro. That's what it's called.
And then the guy with the brother holding the pocket knife and it accidentally closes on his finger.
Oh my God.
That was disgusting.
And then the ceiling fan with the septum piercing.
Ooh. Rough. Okay.
Uh-huh.
My favorite vision is going to be the roller coaster.
Yeah.
One, that's because I'm terrified of roller coasters, so I can physically feel scared watching this scene. But the mechanics of a roller coaster are so good for cinema because there's so much anticipation.
Yeah.
And the thought of that going wrong is so scary. And it was filmed really well, like just with the what is it called? The carts going up the track and her getting scared. I thought it was really good. That one's going to be my favorite.
Yeah. Dang.
Okay. Let's close this out by ranking them.
Okay. Number 6.
Yeah. Do you want to go 1 through 10 or 10 through 1, or do you just want to list them all?
Yeah. Wait, what?
You want to just instead of going back and forth, you want to just list them?
Okay. Yes. I'll say my number 1 is going to be Bloodlines. My number 2 is going to be number 3, Roller Coaster. Number 3 is going to be the Flight 180, the first one. And then 4 and 5, or wait, there's 3 left. Indistinguishable.
4, 5, and 2, or 5, 4, 2.
Completely indistinguishable. I will say number 4 is the worst one. That's in last place.
Okay.
Number 2 and number 5.
5 had a lot of good tension, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, and I really debated where I put it, but my number 1 is also 6. Then number 3 as well. I was really going back and forth. Should it be 5 or 1 next? I went with 5 because I thought the tension was really good.
Yeah.
Then 1, then 2, then 4.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's that.
Okay. Dang. Wow, that's cinema, baby. That's Hollywood, baby. That's Western Canada, baby. Listeners, we want to know which one of these, what's your favorite death? What scares you about this franchise? What's your favorite? Did you like Bloodlines as much as we did? Write to us. You can send us a text. You can also send us an email, moviemavenspodcast@gmail.com. That's it, everybody. Movie Mavens all the way out.